What's up, everyone? It's the 2021 Pro League waiting room, so your boy Azael is here with Lane Kingdom to tide you over. Today, we are going to cover one of the best top laners in the world, Damwon's Nuguri. We'll dive into his signature Kennen from Game 3 of the World Championship Finals against Bin on Jax from Suning Gaming. As we saw last time on Lane Kingdom, Bin isn't afraid to take Jax in risky situations, and throughout Worlds, he was 4-0 on the champion. And Nuguri is known for his Kennen, was 12-3 on it in 2020, not having lost since early April. This is a great early matchup for Kennen with the range advantage, the ability to disengage from Jax's Leaf Strike using Lightning Rush, and then lock down and punish Jax on the retreat with stuns from Mark of the Storm and auto attacks. Not one to lay down without a fight, Bin has come into the game with a plan to overcome the matchup. Start Leap Strike on Jax and take Omni Stone to empower frequent quick trades and hope to threaten the all-in before Nuguri can wear him down. The lane starts with Nuguri not having leveled any skill. This is so he can decide based on the situation what he wants to respond with. As Jax pops out of the brush, Nuguri skills and quickly uses Lightning Rush to back off, making sure not to overcommit to the return trade, as Bin didn't use any ability yet and an overchase could be punished. Nuguri is constantly autoing to push the wave, while sustaining from his cult and proccing Taste for Blood whenever possible throughout the lane. As Jax jumps in to proc Electrocute, Nuguri commits his ward in return to hit Jax back and try to even out the trade. Bin has been doing very well so far in the trades, having an advantage both in current HP and sustain remaining. This sort of aggressive play is often how Jax can win against ranged matchups he'd otherwise slowly get poked out by. But the inherent risk of playing this way is that your Leap Strike is also your best escape from ganks. And to trade like this, you're putting yourself in or even beyond the enemy minion wave, which opens you up to easy jungle pressure. Knowing this, Kennen his path towards top, and as Bin jumps forward at 3 minutes, Nuguri dodges back with Lightning Rush, applying the first Mark of the Storm and avoiding the stun from Jax, but not going far beyond that, so he can immediately trade back damage onto Bin once the Counter-Strike expires. He pops his W to apply the second Mark of the Storm, then nails his Shuriken to apply the third mark and stun up Bin to get in 2 more autos as Kennen arrives and is able to get in just barely enough damage to trade flashes and kill off Bin, who failed to flash the detonation of Graves' Q. With Bin having died on a pushing wave, he only has 8 CS to Nuguri's 21, who will get a much better buy as a result. With both players back in lane, we again see Bin jump forward and can watch just how closely Nuguri plays to the Counter-Strike, as he clicks back towards Bin before juking back again, with it still spinning, so he can begin hitting Jax as soon as he's able. After playing defensively while Graves takes the dragon, the wave is now arriving at Nuguri's tower. He knows that Bin has been spending mana to push the wave, and both players have no teleport, so he wants to deny the base from Jax as he is still full HP with both potion charges available, and playing an energy champion who will not suffer in an extended laning phase. He moves forward, foregoing some of the CS to move up to the brush and prevent Jax from going home. With Jax now locked into the lane, Nuguri again gets a great trade at 545 by applying 1 Mark of the Storm with an auto attack, then immediately popping W followed by E as Jax jumps in to instantly stun him, and then follow up with a Q before Bin has even gotten an auto attack off. Again, retreating just enough to be out of range of Bin while staying in range of an extra auto attack himself. Nuguri hits 6 with Bin behind on both experience and health, so he moves forward once again to check the brush and lock Jax into that extended lane. But this time, SOFM is here, and despite Nuguri pushing Jax back with his ultimate, he's forced to retreat and flash Nidalee's spear. With Kennen showing mid and his wave in a bad spot, Nuguri must base to avoid risking a death. Nuguri arrives back to lane and wards the river, while Nidalee is still behind him, farming the Krugs and looking for another opportunity to gank the now flashless Kennen. Thankfully for him, his pink ward spots Nidalee wrapping around and keeps him alive. But he has to play safe until Kennen is around top lane, and Nidalee is spotted by him at 745, which allows him to move forward to push up the wave. Shortly after, SOFM, who is still stayed in the area and is again looking to gank, comes over the wall as Bin jumps in on the Kennen. Nuguri now has Spellbook Ignite, his ult, and is at full HP as Jax begins his Counter-Strike. Nuguri hits him with a QW before he can even jump in, allowing him to pop the ultimate as he jumps and immediately stun Bin while he's also stunned by the Counter-Strike. Knowing he'd be trading stuns here, he has saved his E until after the stun ends to create space. And as the stun expires, he autos once, then immediately E's back before canceling his E to auto, Q, then uses Ignite, which he has been saving to bait Bin further into the fight. He sneaks in 2 more autos as Nidalee arrives to heal Bin, trying to keep him alive, but it is not enough as Kennen comes up the river and snipes him over the wall with his ultimate to finish up another kill. After dying to a support roam and double flash, then fighting his way out of an Akali TP flank, Nuguri arrives back to lane and suspects a trap as he wards out Bin in the brush. He sees Alistar and Nidalee moving up the river around the Herald Pit, then again spots Nidalee with a ward by red buff, and immediately knows with no camps available top, it's going to be a dive. He pushes forward and clears out the wave with Protobelt to delay, and buy time for Beryl, who is reset from bot lane and is running top to defend him. With wave cleared, he dodges a spear, then backs off to his tower with ult, flash, and spellbook heal all available. Dodges another spear, then wards over the wall to confirm they're still coming. Sword Art wraps around to begin the dive. Because Nuguri cleared the earlier wave and spotted the incoming dive, Suning cannot delay for minions and must begin tanking the tower immediately, knowing reinforcements could arrive any time. So, as Alistar moves in, he hits him with the shuriken before he's able to pump his ultimate, knocking a nice chunk of health off of him. He's slowed by Bin's Cutlass, but gets an auto attack in on Alistar before flashing the combo. Pops his ultimate and uses the E move speed to dodge back towards the tower and away from Nidalee's spear before Bin can stun him into it. Beryl arrives and hits Bin with the Q as Sword Art backs off the tower, nervous that he'll die to the next shot due to the missing health from the earlier shuriken and his ultimate expiring. Nuguri focuses on hitting Bin to proc the Braum stun and pick up the kill without even needing his heal. With the dive survived, the enemy top laner dead, the support forced back to base, Nuguri easily pushes up to kill the tower, and at 15 minutes he's up 39 CS. It's a 2300 gold lead, and he used great positioning as well as team coordination to adapt to and punish Bin's aggressive Omnistone Jax, putting him too far behind the curve to be relevant despite receiving jungle pressure, support roams, and a mid teleport. Jax never was really able to come online this game, and Nuguri was largely the reason that Damwon became the first team to take down Bin's Jax at Worlds and claim their eventual title as the 2020 World Champions. That's all for this year, but make sure to follow Azael on Twitter and let me hear your feedback as well as what you'd love to see going into next year for the show. Now, time for some preseason. See you next time.